wants it like on the here. Mel! Mel! Huh? What do you mean? We're not live. No! Good? Oh, I didn't know that. There's no way to make it one.
Hi everyone, welcome. We are Mental Health Education Club. Some of us are here, some of us will be playing tonight, and then we have many others on other spring sports. We're collaborating with athletics to raise awareness about student-athlete mental health. So, click the next slide. Okay, so that's kind of our mission, and that's the mission of our Mental Health Education Club for all students. Oh, I didn't introduce us. I'm Carrie Powell. I'm one of the school psychologists. Kim Bernardi and I, she's also a school psych. We co-sponsor the club, but all of the things that we do are based on our ideas from students, including the design of our gear. So, round of applause for our students.
So, there are some unique challenges in regards to student athletes themselves. Some of these are expected, some of them are concerning stress. So some of them are expected, things like pregame nerves, temporary frustration after losses, competition in general. But there are some bigger signs that you need to be aware of, like constant anxiety, persistent sleep problems. If you're seeing these in your athletes, prolonged sadness is probably when you should be with us.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Good evening, Vikings, and welcome to the Crosstown Classic Boys Volleyball Edition. I'm Jake Worthing. Game out of you.
I mean, it's the #1 thing every year. We want to win Niles West. This year, it looks like we have a great team that'll be able to do it again.
And it is, in fact, a very good team right now on a 5-game win streak. They have cleaned it up against DePaul Prep, Streamwood, Wheeling, Hoffman Estates, and most recently, Vernon Hills in CSL play, that last one. So we are in for a pretty good treat for this game. 12-2 on the year, and the Vikings, have been marching.
Absolutely. They've seen 2 tournaments so far at Warren Township and at Hoffman Estates. Got to the final at Warren and won at Hoffman Estates without dropping a set. This is absolutely a very talented team that cannot be underestimated.
And it is also Mental Health Night. The Mental Health Education Club is partnering with Niles North Athletics to bring awareness to mental health. And you saw the lovely presentation they put on there. So all this for a good cause.
Absolutely, and those warm-ups are looking nice. The custom warm-ups are wearing today, made by Mental Health Education Club students.
You know, pregame I was trying to snag one. I'm gonna see if I can get one postgame. That's a really nice T-shirt. We are now going to meet the lineups for both the Vikings and the Wolves.
Good evening, welcome to Niles North High School, home of the Vikings. For tonight's varsity matchup between the Niles North Vikings and Niles West Wolves. Starting lineup for the Wolves. Number 1.
First, the Wolves.
Libero, Will, Lisu. Number 8, Kaz Watanabe. Number 9, Millwall, Chaju. Number 10, George Lucas. Number 11, Danny Zielinski. Number 15, Mike Vasco. Head coach for the Wolves, Zachary Sin. Assisted by Ira Hoffman. Now starting lineup for your Vikings. Number 2, Kieran 2. Libero, Rafael 9, Lock Martinez. Number 6, Dino Hamoy. Number 7, Oria Becca. Number 9, Andrew Seelig. Number 10, Stefan Toma. Number 18, Lucas Zaya. Head coach for the Vikings, Luke Spicer, assisted by Alan Tom. Not yet. Fans, if you're ready, willing, able, please stand and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Action. Just heard the anthem, and I don't know if I'm crazy, but I felt like everybody was like singing it like in unison, very softly. Well, regardless, here come the Vikings. Final huddles, and we are just about ready. The vibe is very intense. These are two teams that do not like each other, and they will do anything to raise that trophy.
Neither team today can be underestimated. The Vikings are strong, the Wolves are strong, and we're in for a great matchup.
So, number 10 on the Wolves is going to start us off with the serve. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Loud Odds Out Loud for volleyball action. Big spike popped up, and big spike, and blocked by the Wolves. A big statement early.
That's a way to start off the game.
And it is indeed. I absolutely ran into a wall. So here we go again. Popped up by the lib. Fake over Hamoy. And a little tap there. It goes out of bounds. And Niles West is going to go up 2-0 early.
Already a hurdle that the Vikings need to come back from. And they need to do it quick.
Quick indeed. Popped up. And Bacon set up the spike for Stefan Toma, but great hands there by Horia Becca, able to just flush it down. And speaking of Horia Becca, he is up to serve. Popped up, set up for the spike, and blocked. Goes out of bounds, careening off Stefan Toma. And now the Wolves are back up 2. West. Yeah. And bit of a blooper there as the Wolves serve right into the net, and you can't make those kind of mistakes in a high-stakes game like this.
Absolutely, shooting yourself in the foot early is not what you want.
Good read there by the front court of the Vikings. That is going to drop dead, and now it is all tied up.
Both sides looked confused there, and the Vikings are lucky that the Wolves made a bigger mistake.
So Sella going to pop it up. Saved by the Wolves. Gets up and taps it. What do they call it? It will be Viking points. Number 9 on the Wolves tried to tip it in bounds, but had a little too much of a curve to it. Selling up. And that one had way too much to it. Out of bounds, point Wolves.
You know, Chowdhury, number 9 on the Wolves, has been working on that shot. He was working on it in the warm-ups. He just wasn't able to make it work there. Unfortunately, Sully can't make him pay, as now it's Hamoy, who can't make him pay either.
And the Wolves make it pay right there. That one sent Becca to his knee. It was hard to read. And now West, they're off to a hot start. So here we go. Up to the lip. Becca pops up. Hamoy, soft spot set that is. Blocked by Toma. Wolves making things happen. Goes up for the spike. And puts the lib in a crab walk. And Niles West, they're making hard, impactful plays early.
Big blocks and big kills. This is Niles West's game right now.
And they play a big one here. Is the serve. Popped up. Up for the spike. And Hamoy up towards the Wolves. And that will be a point for Niles West. And this Niles West bench is going to make him hear that all day.
Right now, this is looking like one of the games that Niles North has lost this year against Maine West, where it seems like the offense just isn't clicking.
You know, that's the thing about volleyball. You got to make sure you're in sync or else the whole machine falls apart. And speaking of fall apart, that play almost dies, but good job by Toma to keep it alive. And that was a hard spike blocked by Hamoy and Toma. And sets it up. The lib for West makes things happen. Becca up, Toma, soft touch, and sends. Oh, and no, it is saved by Niles West. Hamoy goes up, saved by the lib. And hammered down by Niles West. Wow, 3-10, and the Vikings. I mean, you said it pretty right, David. They're just not clicking offensively. What can the Vikings do right now to help fix that?
I think a timeout's going to be called this point or the next, just to talk it out. They need to slow this game down and try to get back into some kind of rhythm, because right now, Niles West is exploiting every one of their mistakes. And there's the timeout there.
Well, David calls it, and we have a timeout on the court. called by Niles North. 10 is the score right now. And you know, I was talking with with our producer slash boys volleyball manager Anthony Bramley, and he told me a really interesting story. It turns out that North's coach Spicer and West coach Sin, they actually both played together at Division III Dominican University. Both were a part of a historic 2017 team that was recently inducted into the Dominican Hall of Fame this past Monday. In fact, I've also heard that they were also teammates and now playing each other. How about that?
They were exceptional, and both programs today hope they'll be exceptional coaches as well.
So we're just about set for more action. Here's Niles West, pops it way out. And Toma. And that will be point Vikings. I believe it was a net touch on Niles West. Toma up. And big spike there by Niles West. Becca. And big one there from Kieran, two. And that is point Vikings. Great play there by two.
It looks like the beginning of a run if Toma can keep serving well, disrupt the offense for the Wolves.
And a nice little serve there by Toma. Two blocks. And it's chaos on the Niles West side. Becca up, Hamoy, and that is sent down by number 9 on the Wolves. I don't think the Vikings saw that one coming. Wow.
They should have seen that coming for about 3 years. This is Chowdhury's 3rd year on varsity, and he just keeps getting better.
And there's a nice long one from Chowdhury. And two, and it's whistled dead for the Vikings to get it off. That's a Niles West point.
Rough double touch there. Again, that just cannot happen right now.
And little mistakes will kill a team every time. So Chowdhury, bang. Two, pops up. Here's Hamoy. And sliding all the way across the floor. That is a point for the Vikings. Substitutions coming in for the Vikings. Andrew Selig is checked in. And also new for the Vikings is Lucas Zia. So Hamoy. West playing with it. And a big spike there by Zaya. A great play there. And also, I forgot to mention, but Jordan Vukic, number 5, is also checked in. A fairly new rotation in. We still have Moy, we still have 2. Also, Rafael Bartolaz is in. And Hamoy, a rare blooper there. That one goes right into the net.
Going back to positives for the Vikings, though, this new lineup is a younger one. Zia, a sophomore, and Vukic, a junior. Zia making big plays, even in his first few games as a varsity player.
And it really shows the great development that this program has. This rotation could be a good sneak peek of what you'll see next year. So Niles West to serve it. Popped up long, and that's out of bounds. Great read there by Rafael Del Bartola. It was a reset. And we got a lot of good vibes over in the Niles North students section. It is Mental Health Awareness Night. Notice the blue t-shirts made by the great people over at the Mental Health Education Club. Niles West student section. That one goes way out.
Almost looked like a curveball, didn't it?
And a little too much break to it. Maybe we can see if we can pitch for the White Sox.
It wouldn't hurt.
Amoy gets it up. And it drops dead, and the Vikings, they're starting to crawl a little bit out of this deficit. 10-15 now in the first set. Don Bartolo to serve. Pops up by the Wolves. Big spike there. Good save by two. Amoy pops up. And Zaya. Correction, Selig able to kill it. And that will reduce the deficit to just 4. Don Bartolo once more to serve. Rolling through. And that one's going high. Wolves get it over with just the right amount of touches, and Don Bartolo pops up. Amoy. Vikings get it over. And a fight in the front court. This one is still alive. Fukic, Amoy. And Fukic able to set it and had way too much to it. That one not quite able to make it. And 11-16, Niles West point. I'm gonna need a sip of water after that one. That was a great rally, David.
Yeah, that was no joke.
So, the Vikings, Amoy hits the deck. And fighting for it, and that is Niles West with the point. So here's the serve. Popped up by the Vikings. Amoy running way out. Able to save it and gets it over. Big spike over to Amoy. He sets Amoy down at 18-11. The Wolves, they are continuing their dominance here in the first set on Lawler. Popped up long right into the net. Good read by Amoy. And timeout, not timeout, subs coming in. It's been a couple weeks since we streamed. We all have a little rust here and there, but subs will come in. Believe it was on Niles West. And a fight for it, and that's Wolf point. 12-19. And more subs coming in. Number 11 is checked in for Niles West. And number 13, also new, is going to serve. So popped up out there. Becca. Amoy able to kill it off. That one goes way up. Just able to get it over. Don Bartolo up to Becca. And big spike right there. That one's going towards the stands. West able to save it. Don Bartolo up. Seg. And West now. Big spike and finds the dead space. And finally, the Wolves get the point. That's something I've noticed a lot from Niles West. Typically on these long rallies, they are able to come out on top.
It feels like when Niles North runs out of questions, Niles West still has answers, and they're showing it with a lot of big kills.
And how about that? Sending number 13 to the ground, and North able to get 13 on the evening so far. So here we go. And that one is an ace for the Vikings. Wow, what a great play. A little blooper though by Chowdhury. I think he was debating with himself whether or not he was going to go for it. I don't know if he knew if it was going out of bounds or not, but overall, great ace. Popped up and dumping it off. The Vikings credit the points to XTOWN Arrow. And long out there. Good serve by Selig. And Dalmorla pops up. Becca. And Arrow. And that was blocked by Hamoy, but it will go careening out of bounds. That will be a point for the Wolves.
If the Wolves go on to win this set, Chowdhury surely will be my MVP. I'm not counting his kills right now, but he's definitely leading the game.
So, and with plays like that, there is no wonder the Wolves are playing so well. They are really tiring the Vikings out. A great set by Niles West. Wolves playing with it. Hamoy. Correction. Oh, now Hamoy. And right. And Niles West was clueless on that one.
Mixing in the off speeds with the hard hits is going to be really important. And they're getting the kills on the tips, the Vikings are. They just need to find the kills on the hard shots as the outside is over the line there. Another point for the Vikings, and the comeback may be real right now.
Well, I sure hope so. Niles West is 4 points away from the set. But that being said, the Vikings are still very much in this. But not with a play like that. 3 away for the Wolves. The Vikings are 7 away, and they very much could win the set if they go on a run. And blocked by Niles West. XTOWN Arrow running into a wall.
A wall indeed, and it was a solid set. But that block was huge there for the Wolves.
So back up to Earl, and that goes right into the net. Another costly error by the Vikings, and a timeout quickly called. The Vikings will look to regroup as it is set point for Niles West. And David, we talked a lot about the struggles of Niles North, but what has Niles West done well, in your opinion?
Like I said before, really, they're just showing up with all of the answers. They're hitting hard. They're finding holes on the court. Of course, their big problem, along with North's, is that they're not getting all of their serves in. But as long as North is making a good amount of mistakes as well, West is taking advantage of mostly all of them. And I do think that they deserve this 6-point lead right now.
So we're just about to break here. 15 seconds on the timeout. Both teams have broke. And Chowdhury is going to serve it for Niles West. So long out of bounds. And the Vikings get a little bit of a breath of fresh air. Hamoy goes up to the Wolves and tries to get it off, but that error will do it for the set. So Niles West wins the first set 24-19, and the Vikings have a chance to have to regroup. We'll see you back then.
We got some West fans out there. We need some North fans out there. Special thanks to the Mental Health Club for providing the t-shirts. Thanks everyone for participating. JV for helping out.
Welcome back to the Loud House on Lawler. We're ready for the second set after a fun competition sponsored by the Mental Health Education Club, and a big block combined from Andrew Selig and Stefan Toma to open up the set.
And I'm Jacob Ortstein, and sorry if I sound a little bit out of breath. I was down there trying to win a t-shirt. I'm sad to report that I did not win a t-shirt. I was trying to fight up the court, trying to get the one in the middle, trying to set it. I was not able to do it, so I will try to get one post-game.
You win some, you lose some.
That felt like some very Stacey King level analysis. But regardless, we have a volleyball game to play here, and that's a big spike right there from the Vikings. And that is the kind of play the Vikings needed at this stage of the game. Dropped my phone.
2 in a row for Toma. If he can stay going like that, we could take this to 3 sets. As that goes over. And already the mistakes beginning to pile up for the Wolves. 3-0 as quickly as you could say. Alakazam for the Vikings.
Alakazam. Is it that fast?
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Pretty fast. Hamoy pops up. Becca. Tug. To Toma. That goes out of bounds. West with the point. So here we go. Way out. Becca gets it up. And Hamoy long out there. It is a point for the Wolves, that is.
Could have went out a little bit further for the lefty Hamoy. It was playable, but you know what? That's life. As the Vikings receive the serve well and get a kill.
You love to see it. So the Vikings out to serve. Number 9, Selig. Pops up. And Chattery over to 2. Becca. Hamoy. No. Niles West working through. Big pop up. Here's Don Bartolo. Hamoy pops up and off the head of a Wolf. That is technically a touch, and that is a point for the Vikings. How about that? You don't see that every day. And we're back after some technical difficulties. David has taken over on camera. So for now, you got me, and Melanie is also here. Melanie, say hi.
Hi, what's up?
So we are just about set. Here comes the Wolves. And good duck there by Toma. Down Bartolo. Up. And Chowdhury tries to dump it slowly, but out of bounds. And 6-4, your score. And to serve is one of our own here at NN Viking Media, Rhino Kalamutan. He's a fellow commentator here. Him and me called the basketball game on Marquee Sports Network against Highland Park, the playoff game. Not the playoff game. Oy. You know, Mel, it's getting late towards the end. My seniorize is making me lose track of time.
I think it's making all of us lose track.
You've been, what?
I think it's making all of us lose track.
I thought you said it was making us lose track.
No.
As you can tell, this broadcast has gone off the rails. Here's Chattery. Popped up, long out. Becca to 2. And Chattery diving forward, able to save it. Great save. Don Bartolo to Becca. Hamoy, soft touch. Saved by the Wolves. And big spike by Chattery. Don Bartolo. And here comes the Wolves. Big spike. And against the net. And no. Niles West top takes the lead. That is 7-6 your score. A great game. And the student section making some noise. Chattery gets it off with ease though. Popped up, Chattery, up. Becca over to Hamoy, and just out of bounds. But they're gonna give the point, I believe, to the Vikings. Last touch, I believe, by the Wolves. So here we go. Hamoy, big spike. Popped up, nice little tap. Hamoy to 2, falling down. Way out, and good call by Don Bartolo. That one went flying out of there. So here comes Niles West. Popped up, Hamoy. And blocked, gets it up. And that one falls, and the Vikings are keeping it a close game. So here we go, 2. West playing with it, and flying out. So big spike by Niles West. That one just falls over, and the Wolves are able to get it. And as that happens, we have a return to the booth from our dear friend David. David, how was your, 5-10 minutes on camera?
You know what? Can't complain. They call me a jack of all trades, and that's what I'm here to do.
A utility player right here. You guys can't see me, but I'm pointing right at him.
We need a camera pointed at us.
We need a. Point Vikings. Here is Don Bartolo. Don Bartolo pops up. Here is the spot, goes right into the net. And the Vikings are making things happen, showing new life. So here we go. And tap through, and adds a point for the Wolves. here we go. Niles West pops it up way deep. And that one falls out of bounds. And substitutions will come in. So, Becca back to serve. And that one goes right inbounds. And Niles West, they're keeping it a close game.
Dorian Silo there, another player who's been getting better over the years that I know personally. He's always been strong. He was clumsy before, but he's not clumsy anymore, and he's showing it.
Becca pops up, Hamoy reaches deep, and that just stays in. A great play there by Gina Hamoy.
That's Hamoy's specialty, finding an open spot on the court. It's been a specialty for a long time, and he's just showing why he's so good at it.
So here we go. Chattery pops up, Becca. Gambarawa to Hamoy. And that goes careening off a Wolf. Wow. 14-12, your score. Sally comes up. Volley forward. 2. And the Vikings showing some life. And a timeout called by Niles West. And looks like, and I don't know if you can hear it, but sitting behind us is the Vikings. I think it's their freshman team. Oh, it's JV. It is the JV team, to be precise. They are making some noise, making sure the vibes are up here. And David, the Vikings have shown a lot of life. What can you say the Vikings have improved on?
Well, this is what we expected to see them coming out with in the first set. This is their game. They're playing at their own speed. There's mistakes here and there, but they're not letting them control them. And they've gotten a fair amount of kills matched with the Wolves' mistakes. And they've earned a 3-point lead here. And if they keep playing like this, this is going to be going to a third set with no problem at all.
Number 11, Anthony Alvario calling to the JV team to cheer louder. Popped over. Chattery. Up. Hamoy. And making a fall face first. And the Vikings, they have been playing great. So here we are. Chattery pops up. Tambaro. 2. Tipped. And clear. They still have some life in this set. They've had a great game.
That's a swing. Chowdhury's been doing that for years. And that's one of the best ones we've seen.
It's a big old swing. Becca pops up 2. And right into the Niles West fan section.
Being in that position, personally playing volleyball often, that's hard. That ball coming off the block, you don't know where it's going to be. And as often as you can hit that, you're going to get points most of the time, and that's a great job from Kieran to make it happen.
So here we are. And big spike there by Chattery. Careens off the Vikings, and that one will go out of bounds. Popped up. And big spike right there. They will give the point to Niles West as they are starting to shrink the deficit. Big long run out. Hamoy. Spike and blocked. Hamoy saves it. 2. The save. And yes. The point actually will go to Niles West. 17-16. 2. Up. Wolves playing with it. And Don Butterlow hits the deck. 2. Hops up. Flying out of bounds. And the Wolves have tied the game.
The talking's getting perhaps a little bit angry. And the Vikings hopefully are not crumbling.
It would be a. Niles West pops up. And almost thrown down by Errol. And out of bounds, Niles West. And a timeout quickly called by the Vikings. And we'll take a quick 60-second break. Welcome back. Niles West leads it 18-17, already up a set. Hamoy goes through and there's a point for the Vikings. And the defense playing well. Pop through. And the Vikings take the lead.
As the ball lands out of bounds, it looked questionable, but Vukic figured that it would go out of bounds, and he was right. As it's Hamoy up again.
Hamoy up. And that one flies out of bounds.
It almost feels like they haven't been making too much noise, but the middles from Niles West, it seems like every time they need a kill, they go back to the middles and they get that point.
So here comes Hamoy. Vukic now in the game. And that's a point for the Vikings. And goes right into the net, and Niles West strikes back. Bartolo up. And what a play there! Wow, now that's the kind of momentum you need.
Gino Hamoy, more like Simeon Nikolov. What a great trick play. We love to see it. Bring some excitement and bring some energy.
West pops up. And soft touch, Hamoy. And where is that going? I think you consider that a home run. I know this is volleyball, but that thing was sent into orbit off the head.
As the whole JV bench is screaming head top, as that came off the top of his head and possibly went into another stratosphere.
We'll take a quick break. And we're back. 22-20, our score. Down bundle up, pop up. And big serve right there by Niles West. And off the head of Don Bartolo when he used the noggin. And that one goes flying in. Point West. West pops up. Amoy. The side. And Niles West are going to make the Vikings sweat each and every point. So here we are. Amoy, pop up. Flying through. Lukic up to Hamoy, and a costly mistake by Hamoy, and the Wolves are 2 away from putting a bow on this game.
A close one there as Gino Hamoy, captain, is talking to the referee. It's possible that Chowdhury was fully over the net, which would be a violation, but it looks like the referee will be holding strong.
A little bit of conversation between Hamoy and the official. A little bit of confusion, but regardless. Soft touch on the serve, and good read. That one out of bounds. And now the Vikings, they're 2 away. Going down to the wire here, the Vikings are looking to stay alive. And wow, that's a big mistake, and this crowd is getting loud. A big spike right there, out of bounds. Well, and that will do it for the second set. And we will play a third set. We'll see you then. apologies, some technical difficulties coming back, but we are in fact back. The Wolves open it up 1-0. Pops up, Earl. Don Butterlaw falling down to the knees too. Tomoe reaching back. And Don Bartolo watched that one fall. So the Wolves out to serve. Popped up. And towards the ceiling. And oh no, with the assist from the ceiling of the gym. It is 3-0 Niles West. A little bit of confusion down on the court. Looks like a bit of a, I don't know if it was a sweat spot, but it's being wiped up by the Vikings. Here we go, we're back. Number 13 for the Wolves, set the serve. That one goes way out of bounds. Good read by the Vikings.
I don't think the plan was to ice the Wolves server, but it worked well enough. Vikings get the first point on the board in the third set.
I love to see it. And almost towards the scoring table, almost as the photographer. Amoy over to say, 2, saved by the Wolves. Chattery, there's no stopping that. Puts a dent in the floor.
A huge gap in the block there between Errol and Gino and Errol and Hamoy. Surely they'll try to get that fixed because Chowdhury will hit through there with no problem.
So big popped up. 2. And sent that one to the moon, but out of bounds by a mile. So here we go. Popped up. Amoy, over to 2. Falling out, and pinball. The Vikings.
Great for Two's mental there after making a mistake, getting right back and getting a kill. That's going to be huge for him going forward.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Up. And out of bounds from out of bounds. Point Wolves from Chowdhury. I'm low on caffeine, David. And out of bounds, another point for the Vikings, and now they are starting to pack on the momentum.
Really, it's the game of Chowdhury right now. When they're letting him score, the Wolves keep getting points. When they're not, it looks like the Vikings the momentum, as that's big there. And Niles West's middle is bigger.
And what a great play by Niles West, able to extinguish that intense opportunity. Amoy pops up and big Stefan Toma, the power. Wow.
They call him Tank for a reason, and that's the reason. What a big hit.
I mean, and he is strong, and it is a big highlight of the great strength and conditioning program we have here at Niles North. He's one of the strongest dudes in the school, and it showed it right there. And flying out of bounds. So the Wolves set the serve. Oh boy, popped up. And point Vikings. And it appears the Niles West student section has showed up. They're getting loud. Popped up Hamoy. Tap through. Down Bartolo. Not down Bartolo. Hawk down arrow was able to save it. And Chowdhury. He could not save it. And now the Vikings up 9-2-5. Apologies. They are down 9-2-6. I need caffeine. Bad.
It's been a long day. Every day's long now that school's almost over.
It's the senioritis kicking in, David. It's got a hold of me.
It's got a hold of everybody. As Kieran, too, there is late getting to the ball, and West are first to double digits.
Indeed. Octanero. That one goes flying towards the Niles West bench. Or the Niles West student section. Here come the Vikings right into the net. The struggles continue. So here we go. Number 15 for the Wolves to serve. And that one is served straight out of bounds. Rafael Don Bartolo to serve. And Don Bartolo sliding through and cannot save it. Point West. And Don Bartolo saves it. Amoy, long spike. And blocked. Big bodies up front. Hamoy and Toma. Absolute denial.
Those are the plays we're looking for, momentum shifting plays, because there needs to be at least a small run here for North.
Here we are. And a point for the Vikings. And now, I mean, it's coming. You could really feel the pressure. It's starting to come down to the wire again. And you know, the Vikings under pressure last set, they were able to capitalize, winning it. So keep note. And that one, a bit of a blooper, and Hamoy not able to save it. Point the Wolves of the West.
11 is strong. I must say, I was not familiar with his game prior to today. And he's showing why we should know his name.
You should, in fact, know his name. Here is Vukic. Going through. All the way up. Toma! Too much mustard on it. Out of bounds. Hamoy to Vukic. Boom! Jordan Vukic making that thing happen.
A big part of this game for both teams has been setting fast and catching the middle off guard. The Wolves have found a lot of kills off the middles, not being able to get to the pin hitters in time, and now the Vikings are able to capitalize as well, as it's 2 up to serve. And a scramble at the net.
Scramble at the net, and almost the net touch, but good avoid. And Hamoy, that was going out too. Tried to save it on a foul finally. Oh my goodness. I mean, I thought that one was about to go right through the roof.
Yeah, that was a high one, but they're so close, the Vikings are. They're getting it up here and there. They just can't make it happen. But I'm confident that they'll find a way.
When there is a will, there is a way.
That is what they say.
I don't care about what they say. I'm gonna come back like a boomerang.
That's a callback.
Shout out Jojo Siwa. If you know, you know. Point Vikings.
As the libero is caught lacking on his heels. A brutal mistake that, again, just can't be made at this point, as it's Kalamutan back to serve again.
Kalamutan over to the Wolves. And point Vikings. So Rhino Kalamutan back to serve. And that one goes way up. So Kalamutan over to Hamoy. Vukic. Hamoy saves it. Kalamutan. And too many touches. Now it's West Point. And Rhino Kalamutan coming off the bench, and he's hyped. They're coming onto the bench. It's been a night. And this crowd is getting into it. So, Horia Becca back to serve. Wolves save it. A big spike by Chowdhury. And you look at the Niles North section, almost, it's like faces of horror. And Niles West gets the point. 7 away.
As quickly as North built up a lead, or built up a comeback, Niles West builds their lead back, up 3 points again, and this is a rough spot for the Vikings.
So we'll take a quick break for the timeout. See you then. welcome back. And it's getting loud up here. And now the Niles West student section, they're getting into it. Up there, West. 2. Popped up. And that's going to be a point for Niles West. 6 away. And the Vikings, they got 9 to go. West pops it through. Hamoy. And flying back. And the Vikings reduce the deficit to 2. Chowdhury pops up. And that one.
As again, 11, Zielinski just keeps showing up when it's necessary, and he keeps finding clutch points for the Wolves. As it's a rough reception, it's a free ball over. Chowdhury, it's up. Hamoy can't find anything, and it's a 4-point lead for the Wolves.
So the Wolves are 4 away. The Vikings have a little more of a ways to go. Popped up. Hamoy, soft touch. 15 on the Wolves, gets it up. Hamoy saves it. And to the net. 22-17, 3 away for the Wolves, and the Vikings are feeling the pressure. And a timeout called. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Chowdhury. And that one goes flying out. And that is a point for Niles West. And they only need 2 more. And the Vikings get a little bit of a breath of fresh air. Hamoy. West playing with it and dumped over by Stefatoma.
With only 1 point of cushion, Hamoy needs to build here. An ace would be huge, but they just need to keep building up the points. As that falls out of bounds, 24-19 Wolves.
It is match point at Lawler. Niles West just needs 1 more. The Vikings are on their last lifeline. And into the front of net. That'll give the Vikings a little bit of momentum. But the stadium pulse is rocking, David.
That's a solid reference there. But his stadium pulse enough to make up 6 points.
Popped up, soft touch. Homoy saves the game. Don Bartolo gets it over. And a spike blocked. Blocked by the Vikings. And here we go. The Vikings starting to stack points. They're staying alive. And a timeout quickly called by Niles West. They want to make sure to talk things over and to put this game away. David, what are you saying if you're the Vikings right now?
I don't know. I don't know what to say, and that's the reason I'm not a coach. Of course, on Mental Health Education Day, they're trying to talk about not being stressed, and this is the ultimate moment of stress. If anyone makes one big mistake, this game is put to bed. So it's all about communication because they learned everything they need to do. This is a good team on the Niles North end, and if they can do what they've been taught to do, then they're gonna keep fighting. But just the smallest mistake could end this game, and the Wolves sure are hoping just for one mistake that they can capitalize on.
So here we go. And this is why you run all the gassers. Game on the line. 2 gets it up. And just gets it over Don Butala to Hamoy. And off the Wolves. 22-24. So here we go. 2 up. Big spike, saved, and there it is! 23-24. Here come the Vikings. And a timeout called by Niles West. 23-24. Third set in the Crosstown Classic. I mean, you couldn't have asked better on a Thursday night.
Absolutely not. This is what we're here for. What a game. And if we keep going for a few more, it's only going to get more exciting.
And this crowd is getting into it. Everybody is on their feet. Everyone is having a good time here on Lawler. Great vibes. And here we go. The Vikings need one more point in order to have a little extra wiggle room. West, they can put it away right here. Chattery pops up. Chattery tries to end it right there. No! Pops up. And that was in. Game, set, match. Niles West wins it in 3. And what a great game here at Niles North. It is sad for these seniors. This is their last Crosstown This is their last Crosstown Classic, and it's a hard pill to swallow. But what a game we've had, David.
What a game. Absolutely one you cannot be mad at, as there was wonderful play from both teams. And even though the trophy may sit at Niles West this year, conference is really what matters, all right? So we still got a lot of games to play.
So that'll do it here from Lawler. The Wolves win it in 3. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a good night.